Okay, y'all, I'm finna go to lunch with my kid's stepmama. You know, I ain't trying to, you feel me? I ain't trying to, like, shit on her a little bit. I just, I just let you know, bitch, I'm cute now, you feel me? But we're finna go to lunch and talk like ladies. I'm so excited. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna be transparent. I like Ashley. I really do. I like her because I asked her, I said, do you love Jordan? She said, yes. I said, do you love my kids? She said, yes. I said, okay. I'm gonna give you full custody.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got something pretty good, man. We got pretty much a mother, right? A mother upset, right? She's upset that her baby father then moved on, and he is pretty much doing what most of your men do, right? When they have baby mothers, right, that they can't get along with, they move on, right? They go ahead and say, you know what, let me go ahead and find somebody, man, that can work for me. And what happens a lot of times is a lot of men move on, and a lot of baby mothers get bitter, they get spiteful, right? Which is the reason why when you hear bitter baby mom, that stigma tends to go with a lot of your sisters, right? Because they tend to be bitter, right? With a lot of actions that you tend to see, with a lot of women, man, using kids as weapons, with a lot of sisters sitting over here, man, using every excuse in the book as to why they're keeping their child out of the father's life, all while sitting over here saying that, hey, the father isn't doing anything to be in the child's life. It's contradicting, very hypocritical, right? Very hypocritical. Now, granted, I'm not saying that this sister is doing that, right? Now, what I am trying to say is that we are seeing a lot of this. And if you are going to sit over here and say that you're independent and say that you don't need a man, let's not bring a kid into the world, right? Let's not bring a kid into the world, because you sit over here and you say that stuff just to then jump into a situation with a guy, right? Then it doesn't work out the way you need it to. Then you end up having a child. Now, you know what? Y'all end up splitting, right? Now you're going to have issues, or you're going to co-parent, even though that, once again, it's kind of bad that you are sitting over here co-parenting, knowing that two-parent households are better for children. Now, I didn't even watch the full video, but what I can tell you, it does seem like she took it like a champ to some degree, right? To some degree. But let's go ahead and watch the video and let's see.
Okay, y'all, I'm finna go to lunch with my kid's stepmama. You know, I ain't trying to, you feel me? I ain't trying to, like, shit on her a little bit. I just, I just let you know, bitch, I'm cute now, you feel me? But we're finna go to lunch and talk like ladies. I'm so excited. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna be transparent. I like Ashley. I really do. I like her because I asked her, I said, do you love Jordan? She said, yes. I said, do you love my kids? She said, yes. I said, okay. I'm gonna give you full custody. I'm gonna step back. Y'all, never mind the tears, bro. This is some real shit. Before we got up from the table, I told her, I'm looking her dead in her eyes. I said, listen, I like you, and I feel like you're a genuine person, and I'm happy as you. I'm not gonna act like it don't hurt. It hurt to know that my kids got a stepmama now, but I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can still feel a way. I'm told y'all. Because we was married, y'all. This shit don't go away. It don't just go away overnight. I'm not gonna act like it don't hurt. To know that you playing mommy to my kids when I'm not there. But I'm happy as you, and I hope it's genuine. I hope you really do love my kids because I like you, and I'm giving you my blessing. So yeah, y'all, I am a little tore up, but it ain't like on some heartbroken shit where I'm toe up about him moving on. That's not the case. I'm just toe up that I did not know that my kids was, you know what I'm saying, being nurtured by somebody else. That's them feelings are valid. I did not know that.
I mean, you don't run into these problems, man, if you are the woman, man, that the man wants you to be. And this is where a lot of women, man, they're going to end up in this situation because they just can't sacrifice the stubbornness, right? Hey, well, you know what? Hey, well, I know you want to sit over here and have a traditional woman. I know you want me to do the smallest and the minimal things. But here's the thing. I'm not comfortable with doing that. That's not something that I can do. Right? That's not something that I can do, but let me leech off of you. Let me sit over here and ask for all your resources. Let me make sure, man, that hey, if a freaking bullet can fly my way, you'll be the first person to step in front of that for me. A lot of you women don't want to give up whatever power or whatever respect or dignity that they have to just, once again, just to be led by a man. Now, she seems like a beautiful sister. Now, I'm going to just keep it high with you just off the mannerisms alone. That's probably part of the reason why the brother is leaving you, right? Just going off the mannerisms alone, I'm pretty sure, man, yeah, she was probably a head case. She was probably a head case. Probably your sister that was one of the most educated sisters out there, right? One of the sisters, man, that is strong and independent. Hey, well, can't no man really tell me what to do, right? So, hey, guess what? A lot of women live that type of lifestyle. Can't no man tell me what to do. Want to do whatever I want to do, yada, yada, yada. Then when the man say, you know what? Hey, I'm done. I don't even want to deal with this no more. He moves on. He deals with a Becky. He dates outside of his race. Then it's, oh my goodness, dang, man. You're going to get a lot of things. You're going to get women sitting over here saying he's a swirler. That's pretty sure that's what he is. But, he's a sellout. He's this, he's that, he's this. He doesn't want to sit over here and deal with his own. Well, he wanted to deal with his own. But hey, guess what? You have a lot of women, man. A lot of your sisters who say, man, listen, who do you think you are to tell me what I can and can't do? Who do you think you are to sit over here? Well, it needs to be equal. It needs to be equal. We're here. We're both here. And once again, if we're both here, right? If we're both here, just to give you all a little insight, that's where your 50-50 comes from, where women sit over here and say, hey, well, we're all equal. If we're going to be equal, then those bills are going to be equal too. But that's the type of vibe I'm pretty sure you're going to get from a sister like this. So you probably wasn't the woman that man needed. And then on top of that, you just look at your mannerisms. It's like I said, it's kind of questionable. But here's what I will say. I'm glad, I like that she's taking accountability to some degree, right? I mean, what is she really taking accountability for? But she's not being bitter. Let's just say that way. Let's just put it that way. She's not being bitter. She's being a champ. She's saying, you know what? Hey, you seem like a good person. You seem like you're very genuine. I mean, hey, I really can't get upset with that, right? And now she tried to play off and say, I'm not upset that he moved on. I'm just upset that, you had somebody else nurturing my kids, as if that wasn't going to happen, as if the man was just going to stop at you, right? He wasn't going to have no wife, no kids, no nothing. Like, let's be honest here, right? Let's be real. What do you do? What are you talking about? But once again, I'm not going to knock her for anything because she is essentially saying that, hey, well, you know what? Hey, I mean, he essentially found something better. Now, once again, if she said that, hey, well, you know what? I'm not upset, man, that he moved on. When she is, right? When she is. And she even said, I mean, we've been married. So, of course, it's going to hurt. And my only rebuttal to that is if you knew, okay, it's going to hurt. But what could you have done to avoid that? That's my only thing. What could you have done to avoid that? Now, of course, you're going to have some sisters that sit over here and come up with a bunch of excuses in the world and come up with a bunch of wordplay to try to say, hey, well, it was just meant to be. We weren't supposed to be together, yada, yada, yada. But you were supposed to have a child together. You're supposed to bring a kid into the world so you can bring a deficit into its life. That was your goal. That's your whole purpose. That's your whole mission. Doesn't make any sense, but and she's sitting over here saying, I'm gonna give full custody or whatever. And I mean, it's just wild that once again, women just have that much power. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Not the fact that she's acknowledging that, hey, well, you know what, this man moved on. This man sat over here and found a pretty good woman, which most men do. Right, which most men do. Most of your single fathers go out here and go find a woman. Most of your women, I'm not going to even say most of the women, but a lot of your sisters tend to find your little pookies, right? They rather prioritize pookies, and then that's where you have these guys in and out of the household, kids sitting over here seeing their mom dealing with different guys left and right. where, you know, you have one kid asking 5 different men, you my dad, you my dad, you my dad. Nah, little Pookie Jr., I'm not your dad. I don't know where your dad is. Ask your mama. Ask your mama. And the fact that, you know, it seems like I'm the 5th person that you didn't ask that to. So, well, I don't know what your mama doing. But this is mature, right? This is the mature way. And the fact that this man is sitting over here essentially getting both his baby moms and his stepmom, pretty much, I ain't gonna sit over here and say he got them, but the fact that he is able to have that type of peace, that he can have a baby mother and his stepmom all on the same page, no animosity, no beefing. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. So let's go ahead and read these comments. Someone says, my question is, why is she giving up custody of her child? Co-parent and keep doing what you're doing. Keep respecting each other and loving on your children. Yeah, that's why I said that was kind of questionable, you know. So, you know, that's where you take this video with a grain of salt. You take this video with a grain of salt. Right now, somebody else has said, you know, that liquor was kicking in because, why? The liquor kicked in so much that you sitting over here saying, hey, well, you know, I'm gonna just give up all my custody to the children. I'm gonna give up all the power that I had. I'm gonna give it to y'all. It's kind of weird, but hey, somebody else said she seen how she looked, knew he really moved on, right? So somebody else says, wow, the maturity. Somebody else says, now that's a grown woman, mother, good parent. She put her feelings to the side for what she believes is best for her children. And that's a fact. And that's what most of your sisters need to learn, right? That's what most of your sisters need to learn. You got a lot of sisters, man, that are bitter baby moms, man, that will sit over here, man, and do everything they can to make the baby father's life hard when you can make both of your lives easier if you just, once again, just work. Just be simple. Just be easy. Right? So somebody else says, I want to hear her full story. Seems like a lot of backstory. Typically, courts give custodial rights to mothers, seemingly, and she gave them full custody, not even joint. I wonder who left who in that situation. Somebody else says, Mama got some issues and I hope she recovers from them. Somebody else says, the jigger who running the show deserves an award. It's hard to get women to actually sit down and be grown. That is a fact. With most of your sisters today, it's hard to get them to just use common sense. It's just a fact, right? So somebody else says she ain't dropped one tear. Somebody else says, I wish my daughter mother was receiving towards who I am to her ex and their child one day. So I'm guessing she's a stepmother. Somebody else says, if you ain't want to be a mom, say that. Somebody else said, respect that so much. I wish my hubby's baby mom was that open and mature. Then somebody else says, men go through this all the time. We just crash out before we can talk it out. And it's sad because the truth is your child is your child. Step parents are never a part of the life or of the life conversation until it's too late. And it happens without a conversation. So, once again, it was just some great responses, but, 10 out of 10 for this sister right here, because she is just mature and you're not seeing a lot of sisters do that. You're just not witnessing a lot of sisters being able to sit here and say, you know what, let me go ahead and let me see my baby father. Oh, he's doing good. He's doing well. Let me at least meet his baby mom, or let me at least meet his stepmom, or let me at least meet, the woman that's going to be taking care of my kids. And we're going to go from there. Right. So, hey, I give her a W. Do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.